Let's continue where we left off. Come on. Okay. Need to hold it. Oh, come on. Come on, viewer attack.
Revelio.
Revelio. Okay, we are good. Interesting.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, The witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge. And the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Big one.
I know a way out.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Finally, we are getting somewhere.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Sorting ceremony. That sounds good.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Let's go with Slytherin.
You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Okay, so we got into Slytherin.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Oh, we have markings on the map. Nice.
I suppose some introductions are in order. Revelio!
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me.
I think I heard one.
Dormitory should be a place where rules don't apply.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the... Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here. though I doubt you'll.
Were you expecting to be sorted into?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the four. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that.
Did that student say he thought he heard a murmur?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Might want to think that again. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before class.
Are you a keen Wizard Chess fan? You knew that boy.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does...
Do you have a lot of time to fly?
I make the time.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Is the new fifth-year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Okay. I want a bit of freedom. Oh, there are no loading screens. Oh, interesting.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the...
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
Yes.
They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Revelio.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Revelio.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Oh my god, the game is huge.
Revelio.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Ooh, 3D map. The wow, the game is very good, to be honest. Very, very good.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day. And happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the coast.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid...
Almost precisely what Professor... Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah,
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today. Did I hear you masterfully evade, Professor?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master with.
we've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
All my students would accept. I do enjoy a lively duel.
Good. How perceptive.
Want your opponent designed to attack or defend yourself?
Stupid.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Stupid. Levioso.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it.
And they must.
And they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps, again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional... All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Lumos. I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I didn't expect a new student. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your...
I've dueled enough. Consider yours...
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking in, you just have to be clever enough not to...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance... Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. Till next time.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago.
Oh my God.
Professor Ronan tries to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
And then the werewolves and the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic...
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
The game looks amazing.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this. Stay focused. That's it! Excellent control there. Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Don't lose your composure, Max.
Oh, she's good.
Phew. You almost had it. Yes!
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. done.
Finally, 50 points.
Splendid!
Here we go. There we go.
Jump it!
Nicely done.
So close.
Lisa.
This is actually...
Yes!
Wait for it.
A perfect score! Remarkable.
What? It actually passed.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
The game is so good.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred you.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at...
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful... I remember the first time, and then it just made...
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep you.
Okay.
Until next time.
Of course, you can.
A word, if you would.
If
you wanted to speak with me, Professor?
Yes.
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay. I guess we also completed the charms.
Revelio.
It is available. And what I like about the game and the PS5, it's that it works instantly.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
Yes,
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Okay.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Okay.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
So detailed.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented fluid.
Whee! Oh. Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you fancy a bowl?
Wow, the castle is big.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's...
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is... It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for... And, to liven things up, the winner is a...
Of course. Dueling's an...
I agree. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to...
Get me in the ring.
Get me in the ring.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Let me answer. You're better than that.
Find the one.
Let me answer. Is that all you've got? Incendio. Come on.
Victory, baby!
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could...
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. Again, congratulations on your... Hope to see you back here again.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I've noticed...
Nice.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo.
Nice.
Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an...
It seems as if...
More frequently than one would... As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well. But first, each shall ask that you complete... I have arranged some for today. See them through...
Why must I first complete...
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience. And these tasks should provide you with... Such experience is invaluable.
I'll start on the task.
Of course I'll start.
Revelio.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Revelio.
That's how you get it.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak. The girl...
I'm sorry, the other student.
That's kind of you. I wanted to make some new friends. My gobstone collection, that is. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like
Gobstones?
That's what I tried to tell People can be so cruel. Just because... Imelda is one of the worst losers. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in...
Rather an overreaction.
I'll say. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone...
Do you have any suggestions on how to...
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that hard.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do, I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone.
Brilliant. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. Let us give the old... Remember to be deliberate.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Come on. Repair.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurately lashed out.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school.
Something quite satisfying about using the mending, isn't there?
Revelio.
I think we need something for that.
I've no doubt the Blackwood will remember the word of his master.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha, if I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame...
If I have the time, I mean...
I've been racking my... Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Revelio. Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio. Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Oh my god. Very interesting.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Perhaps mind what you're doing.
This was an easy one, remember?
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
I don't think a single student.
Revelio.
And the map is something else together.
Revelio.
You can get all.
What are you up to now?
Hello, looking for me?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again.
I've been looking forward.
Good. Shall we sit? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village.
Revelio.
The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Oh.
Revelio.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
he's already seen the hippogriffs.
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Finally.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A deadly guys. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand?
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. Perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes. I think you might be the one. Here. Take it.
Okay. One type.
How intriguing.
Okay, I let it blank.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Classic grey. Classic grey. Wood type.
Curious indeed.
Ash.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
Unyielding.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
Unyielding. And of course, dragon heartstring.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative. How intriguing. What do you think? Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
Unyielding.
Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intention.
That sounds wonderful, Miss...
I'll let you get to it.
Okay, now we have a great one. I need next. Yes.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcraft.
Matilda's student. I thought I might... I take it you've had a conjuring
I'm afraid I haven't.
Ah, but you will soon enough. Of course it is not without... Stay the course.
That's certainly something to...
And I, too. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like... But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. A potting table and a potion stick.
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
This is selling. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Revelio.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Protego!
Hello.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if... Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making?
Potions, really?
They may not be as it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just... I also offer ready-made drafts for all. But for now... What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Okay, for the moment I don't have money for anything. Okay. The magic meat.
nice to see you, my young friend.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seed.
Oh, the dittany for the Merlin's beer.
Not at all.
Well, bravo. Name's Timothy. I keep the cart out.
I suppose not.
In addition to seed. But what's... Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Yes, but we don't have money for the moment.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Yeah, for the moment I don't have money for anything, so... Of course we'll come back here. The game seems to be big as it should be. And it looks gorgeous. Hello, Natty.
Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Oh boy.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Live action scene. And we get to fight the troll.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wet it down!
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it so much.
No, not good, not good. Ancient magic attack.
Goodness,
A second troll? Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Reparo.
A moment, if you would.
I will see what he wants.
Best thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Lucky they didn't do more damage. Repair.
Okay. What else?
Reparo.
Off on another adventure, are we?
We need to go inside, it seems so.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
And we have gear, of course.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just down this way then.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
Okay, follow Natty again. Come on, Natty.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
Yes, later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
No, the game is absolutely good.
I am certainly glad Sirona...
And that she isn't intimidated by...
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't.
What do we have in the menu? Ah, we have mail. Oh my god. Oh my god. Outpost.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
Oh, you sound offended. What did I miss?
I simply said that it was unusual for a Ravenclaw to have such little...
Oi! Can you help me?
I should say one who doesn't find it. Behind us?
I should have known better than to buy something from
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
Please be included.
This is the way.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and Dark Wizards...
Speaking of the Vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal... No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins are...
They're after the locket.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this... It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond.
I suspected you would see.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to If our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we...
But, sir, how dangerous could the library be?
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be... Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and... I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
What are you up to now?
Greetings. I wish I was an anime.
A bit complicated this Hogwarts, but get used to it.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you want.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency. As such, you are to learn handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defend...
Sounds...
Quite. But before we get started, you may be surprised by some of them. When you're finished, come and... You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round...
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match ready for another round.
I'm ready.
Brilliant.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Leviosa!
Leviosa!
I get it now. That is why the spell is violet, but the spell is yellow.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that luck, you'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. I'll let you know when we're ready. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
If you need to stop practicing before... You'll get it! Keep trying!
Lumos.
That's it!
Okay, I get it.
Excellent form! Nicely done! I'd say that's enough practice.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during...
Assignment's all finished.
So in every area, you have side quests that you can do. Very interesting. Very, very good.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie.
The what keys?
Rumor is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the car. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an...
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything. all miss you.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Hello? Were you calling?
I was, yes. Thought you might be following a treasure map, to be precise. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around.
Following a Hogwarts?
Wonderful. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be...
Very well.
Fair enough.
Do you find yourself taking certain ways of power?
Revelio. Revelio.
You're brave though, aren't you? I've seen you in Hogwarts.
Best one ever!
Revelio.
I guess this is the most
Revelio.
place.
Have you been to the alley?
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
Oh, I need to follow it.
You could do better than that.
Revelio. There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
Oh my god.
course Nellie knows what it means.
So that was the astronomy tower and the place where Harry Potter hid.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Oh,
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed
Brilliant! What did you find in the...
a curious token.
Looks like some sort of house token. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Slytherin house.
yeah, I'm getting used to the map with the fast travel and things.
This must be my... Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if... I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
There are so many things.
You know I hate being left out.
All too well.
And you know I like to do Hogwarts. Going without me?
I had mentioned.
A bit far away. Okay, better.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Oh, I have to come here. Defense against absence, of course.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to...
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo. Your spellcasting has impressed me. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your... Let us begin.
Let us begin.
Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Haha, incendio.
Good work.
there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken... You must continue to work with her and your... That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the light. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office. 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Well, this will be enough for now. It was a very long session. I'll see you next time.